Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 17. I don't know. We see Sarah. She is yelling at Michael. The yelling carried on from the store to the car. Um, she's asking him why he called her so late. And she says, go have fun or have the fat bitch and go fuck yourself. And Michael is just like, okay. Sarah is saying, I held you down. Go to Megan and see if she can figure everything out. And he says, okay, look, so do you want a divorce or not? And she says she wants him to say it. She wants him to say that he wants a divorce and say that he doesn't want to be with her and say that he has a girlfriend. And he skates by every question. I want a divorce. If you want a divorce, I don't have a girlfriend, and blah blah blah. And then Sarah's like, I'm pregnant. You should like be waiting on me hand and foot, and you're supposed to treat me like a queen because I'm pregnant. And Michael was like, what you want me to do? Kiss your ass? And then Sarah got mad and she hung up the phone. And then Michael said, if she gonna be acting like this, then this is the end. Then he called up Megan. Megan came and picked him up. Um, He's supposed to be back at 7 and it's 5:30 now. Dede comes outside and tells Megan, I don't want my brother to go back to prison, so you need to have him on time. And Megan says, okay, that's my goal as well. They go to the hotel. Michael is asking Megan if she has had sex with other men. Megan says to the camera, you need to worry about your own. I don't know. And then they go in there and have like 30 minutes of sex. I guess shower sex. I don't know, y'all, but that's the end of their story. Ooh, look how shiny my phone is. How can I know, but how can two women be so fucking stupid? My earrings will be back the first week of July. My series will be out July 1st. And also, if you don't know, I'm reviewing Claws. You can check it out up here, or if I don't put it up there, you can check it out down there, because I'm gonna put it down there because I know I'm not gonna put it up there. Okay, so let's move on. We see Lizzie. Lizzie is, first of all, look, I know that I have a cat. I have a cat. Her name is Stuffin. I love her. We love each other. We're all a big happy family. One thing Stuffin does not do is get on my counters, okay? Stuffin don't get on furniture. Unless Stuffin was specifically picked up to get on furniture and I put her on furniture or my husband put her on furniture, she don't be on furniture. So I was very disgusted because I have a cat, so I know the cat hair. When her cat was damn near in the bowl while she was making that nasty ass looking whatever it was, okay? So Jasmine comes, she has Mexican food. Lizzie is making a cheese sauce with Cheetos and water. Jasmine asks about the date. She says the date wasn't her type. She says it made me start to think about Scott. And Jasmine is like, if you think about Scott, you better not think about me. You'd be the dumbest person in the world to go back to that. And he was an asshole. I'm trying to figure out how he was an asshole. Like, how, like, I know he lied about the money, but I don't feel like Scott did anything where it was like, don't be with that nigga. Anyway, Lizzie says, well, no, no, no. I didn't, call him or anything. I just wanted to call him. And Jasmine is like, if you call this nigga, I'm done. You can see me walk right out your life. Promise me. So Lizzie says, I promise that I won't see Scott. And then in the next scene, we see her getting in her car. And I thought she was driving because she got in her car with her suitcases, but she was driving to the airport, which in my opinion made no sense. Do you know how expensive airport parking is? I don't even know if it's expensive, but I know it's expensive. I know what's not expensive. Leaving my car in this parking lot and taking a freaking Lyft or an Uber or the bus. So she's going to Los Angeles. The funniest thing about this is that Scott doesn't know that she's coming. So she's worried if Scott will be excited to see her. I'm spending money on a plane ticket to not know if a man gonna want to see me. Girl, I mean, at least you're going to Los Angeles, so anybody would want to go to Los Angeles. But if he don't want to see you, then what you gonna do? But I hop up out your pocket and get you a hotel room. What you gonna do? Stay with him? I don't. Also, she got a travel voucher, so she could specifically go see Scott from her parole officer. So Scott is so important to you that you're getting a travel voucher to go see him, but when you were with him, you didn't want to be with him. Lizzie, you sound confused in the head. We see Clint. Clint has dropped Tracy off to go shopping, and now he's at work. He got fired from the hotel, so now he's working at his parents' meat shop. I thought it was a meat shop, but they was cutting up already cooked brisket, so maybe they sandwich shop. I don't really know. Clint says that he's nervous because he doesn't want her to leave him again for her addiction. Tracy is at the furniture store. She sits on the bed. The associate comes over. Then she's like, I live in like a bachelor pad and I want to give it like a woman's touch. I've been in jail. I'm on parole. I'm just really sad and I need a friend. And the sales associate was like, I'll be your friend. And I either it's fake or this is some real life bullshit, because there is no way me and I work with the public and stuff and customer service and all that dumb shit. There is no way some lady looking like Tracy could come into my store and I would say, hi, how are you? You need any help? She'd sit on that bed and I'd be like, okay, you need something? And she'd tell me that stuff and I'd say, I'm so sorry about that. There is no way I would have. Tracy gets like a comforter and some little stuff. Like, what do they keep finding these specialty stores at? Go to Target. Target expensive. Go on Amazon. I shouldn't be talking about Amazon because they don't really pay nothing in taxes and. Tracy gets in the car in the lift and she goes to the bar. She goes to the bar. She has I don't know, like these stories gotta be fake. Because she goes to the bar, she has her comforter, she has everything. She asks for tequila and Coke. She says that she's very sad because of the situation with Alice, and she usually masks her feelings with drugs. So maybe this will make her feel better. In the meantime, Clint is talking to his father, and he is asking his father to talk to his mother to figure out if his mother will, let Tracy into her life. Clint's father says that he'll talk to his mother. Then Clint is off work. He's going home. The father calls, says, hey, your mother said that we can meet for lunch tomorrow. So Clint goes home. Tracy is nowhere to be found. Tracy doesn't have a phone because the phone broke. And with Tracy's history of crack and leaving you for crack, I think the phone is the last thing that you all should skimp on, okay? She should have a phone. She should have a phone. She should have a government phone. She should have an emergency phone. She should literally be walking around with 3 phones, and I'm not even joking, because you can't. I'm not going to say you can't trust a crackhead, but you can't trust a crackhead. Tracy came home and Clint was like, bro, where the fuck were you? I was very worried about you. Thought you went out to do drugs. Tracy was like, no, I went to a bar, but I didn't drink. You know, I'm sick of all these rules that you have for me. You always say I'm doing something wrong. You always say, like, you always hovering over me. And Clint is like, look, the rules will be over soon. You'll almost be off parole. I just don't want you to go back to jail, because if you go back to jail, it's over. And then he tells her the good news about seeing his parents tomorrow. He said brunch, but I could have sworn his father said lunch. And then they hug each other. Tracy, you're going to have to cut your hair. Her face is too skinny to the point where her hair makes her look like a skeleton. Her hair needs to be short. It has to be short. It has to be. Anyway, that's the end of their story. Everything is happy. Everything is love. They love each other. Okay. So we see Lamar and Andrea. Lamar says that his thought process is different. You know, most people, when they get out of jail, would think about partying and think about this, but he's more focused on his relationship with his newfound family, and he's very nervous that his relationship with the kids are strained. So Lamar is disappointed that the other kids aren't happy to see him like the little baby is. I can't, Penelope, that's not her name. Why did I say Penelope? Piper? I don't know. Tennyson is very nervous about him coming back because he broke promises, and he doesn't know if he is now on the straight and narrow path of no jail anymore. Lamar said that, you know, he's hungry. He wants to go out to eat. Nyla's like, well, me and my mother spent all this time getting food and we were going to prepare something for you. And he's like, well, I want to eat now. Nyla felt like he should have showed more appreciation. And Andrea just let it happen. She's so, she's really dumb. Andrea is really dumb because she's just like, okay, well, let's just go. I mean, like, you spent all this time getting food and having food and about to cook for him, and then he said he don't want to cook, and you just, he don't want to wait for your food, and you just okay with it. Anyway, they go to a soul food restaurant, and surprise, surprise, Andrea and her children have never been to a soul food restaurant, or they've never eaten soul food before. Lamar starts ordering a lot of stuff. Nyla is like, why are you ordering so much stuff? He's like, you know, I just got out of prison, so I need to eat good. The waitress was standing right there, so Nyla wasn't too pleased about him publicly talking about his prison life. Lamar says that he went to jail on accident, and Nyla says that we deserve an apology. She mostly wanted her mother to receive the apology. He says that it's not easy out there, and basically, you know, he just went to jail by accident, and he didn't want them to feel abandoned, and he wants to be rewarded for taking on the role of a father figure to children that aren't his. Tennyson says that he'll need a minute to trust him again, and he doesn't know if Lamar will go back to jail. Lamar says that he felt like he took on a heavy role, but he is writing for his family, and he has their best interest at heart. Nyla says that she hopes that he changes, and Andrea says that if he gets in trouble anymore, she's going to go back to Utah. We see Marcelino and Brittany. They are getting ready to go see a lawyer about Giovanni. Basically, when Brittany went to prison in 2016, her ex got, his name is Tito, got full custody, like sole custody of their child. So she wants some rights back to her child. So the lawyer is like, you need to tell me about your convictions. You need to tell me about what happened. She talks about her convictions. She talks about how how Tito sent the letter for court to a different address that she didn't live at, and that's why she wasn't at the court hearing. She says that she just wants to do 50-50 custody because Giovanni is at her house a lot and he's been at her house for a good minute. Marcelino says that he wants full custody because Tito is all over the place as a father. Brittany is like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to go after full custody. Then he can start, going after me and going after my convictions and going after the things that happen to me, and it could be a bumpy road. The lawyer says that if you take this to court, the judge will look at all of this behavior, and if you're hanging around with convict friends and all of this will be frowned upon. Marcelino in the confessional talking about, I told you so, you can't hang around them felons. Shut the fuck up, Marcelino. I don't know. Brittany says that she doesn't want Tito to get mad and then come and take Giovanni, and that's one of her biggest fears. The lawyer didn't say that that couldn't happen. He just said that that's happened plenty of times and that Tito will try to bring up any and everything that he can to slander your name. So they show this little clip of like the family, and Giovanni is talking. He's saying how he loves his mommy and his daddy and his sister and his dog, and then the baby is fussing, and then he gives the baby a kiss, and the baby stops fussing, and it's very, very good for a judge to see that. Okay, I know that these are old clips, but all I'm saying is, if I was a judge and I seen that, I'd be like, you know what? I think she's fit. I think she's really, really fit. So we see them, they're outside, they're talking. Um, Marcelino asks how did she feel about the lawyer visit. Brittany says, why would she start a fight with someone that's out of the picture? And Marcelino is like, it's better to strike while he's down. Brittany talks about her other two children that she lost to adoption when she was a teenager and going back to prison the first time, or going to prison the first time. And she doesn't, even though she knows that she had a crazy relationship with her parents and that Marcelino had a crazy relationship with his parents, now that you all are grown, you all were able to form a different relationship and still have that bond. And she wants Giovanni to have that bond. Marcelino starts to cry, and Marcelino is like, look, I would rather have full custody because if I didn't have to see the shit that my father went through or put us through or whatever the case, then I think that I would have been better off. I would have been better off not seeing it than witnessing it. He doesn't want Giovanni to go through the same thing. Marcelino says since he feels so strongly about it, he should be the one to talk to Tito. Brittany is like, that's not a good idea. He's my ex. I know how to maneuver a little bit better, so I'm going to go talk to him. And Marcelino is like, but what if he doesn't hear anything that you say and he don't want to hear anything that you say? And she's like, well, that's when we fight, okay? We take our ass to court and we get full custody of that motherfucker, okay? And that's the end of all of the stories, okay? Okay, you all? I'm on a schedule, okay? I keep saying I'm on a schedule because I literally am on a schedule. So this is supposed to be my relaxed day, but it's not a relaxed day anymore. So I'm 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 all over the place. The Awkwardly Acceptable podcast will be out tomorrow, and the new day for the Awkwardly Acceptable podcast will be on Sunday because that's a calm day for me, a very calm day for me. Anyway, if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything you need to know about me will be in the bottom bar below. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.